Hey guys, I think we have a caller on the line.
Caller, all right, we got another caller. What a night.
Here he comes.
This is all happening.
Oh, that can't be. That is the Machoverse.
Oh, yeah. Staring at the video scope. Yeah. Another wrestling podcast. Yeah. But not just any. It's a very special one. Yeah. Because it is, in fact, the cream. Yeah. The cream of the crop. It's just like ACW. Oh, yeah.
Machoverse, man. How's it going, brother? How you doing?
Oh, yeah. Going real good. Yeah. Better now that I'm with you guys. How's it going on your end? Yeah.
We're gearing up for a big show now. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that you have been to all the ACWs. Are you going to continue the streak this Friday in Poughkeepsie?
Oh, yeah. I'll be there in the front row. Yeah, right there in the center of the action. I'll be cheering for Hale Collins, and I'll be booing those two shysters who beat him in the cage match. Yeah, sent to slaughter. And I'm going to treat them like I'm treating this Hulk Hogan voodoo doll. Yeah. No, they're going to feel it. Yeah, maybe I'll give Hale Collins his own. Yeah.
Macho, we saw you at the show last time at Aftershock. Moose didn't take too kindly to you. I think this is your chance maybe if you want to respond to Moose. He did flip you off during the show. Do you have anything to say maybe to respond to him?
Yeah, I'm going to stick a Slim Jim up right there. Hi there, so he can see it. Yeah. You know what? Moose came out, and, I just told him how I felt about him and the way he's been carrying himself lately in the situation right now with Mike Santana. And he didn't take too kindly to what the Machoverse had to say. Yeah, and words were exchanged. Actually, fingers were exchanged. Yeah. But it didn't cross over to the danger zone. He kept it on his side of the guardrail, luckily for him. Yeah.
Now, Machoverse, this is we talk about ACW, we talk about Poughkeepsie, we also talk about the MJN Center and what a special building for history of professional wrestling that is. How do you feel walking into that mega, pardon the pun, mega powerhouse of wrestling?
Not only that, Jonathan, but that's where he debuted. Macho debuted at the MJN Center.
Yeah. My great-great-grandfather from another dimension, the original Macho Man debuted at the MJN Center, yeah. I believe it was July 6th, which commemorates Macho Man Day in the Hudson Valley, in case you weren't sure, Dutchess County, actually. Yes. Yeah, so that was a big deal. They gave him Miss Elizabeth. They had a tryout for the best manager. And at the same time, growing up as a little macho maniac myself, I attended a lot of ECW shows there where I saw some blue-haired freak in the front row, and that was Hale Collins. Look at him now. Yeah.
Mach, man. So we got to understand. We got to know. Like, is this is 24/7? Is this your life 24/7, or how does it feel to live in the footsteps of the Macho Man every day? Tell us a little bit about maybe how you got into this and how you're continuing this.
Yeah, so I always loved Halloween, always loved Macho Man, but one day a year was never enough for me, yeah. So actually the roots kind of happened in Poughkeepsie, yeah. I was doing a parody thing called the Macho Man, yeah. And I saw TNA at Poughkeepsie at the Civic Center, and I had my green wig and the whole thing and the whole situation going on there, and we were doing the thing, and I was in the front row, and a friend of a friend actually said, I'm filming a Moon Knight parody next week called Macho Night. Would your friend want to do it? And I said, yeah. Oh, yeah. And, from there, I really liked doing regular Macho Man in addition to a mashup Macho Man from the Machoverse. So, yeah, that lit the fuse, man. The Civic Center is where it all begins for me, in my wrestling fandom, really, yeah. I'm proud of ACW. Really, it's really like a seasoned vet in the promotional field,
Mm-hmm. My question is now you don't have to spoil it for us if it's a surprise, but what Macho are we going to see on Friday?
Oh, part of the thing is half the time I don't know what I'm going to be till last minute. So I don't know. You don't know. It's a mystery to all of us. We're going to know at the same time. Yeah.
Another surprise for Friday.
Exactly.
This is exactly what we need.
Hale Collins is a big announcement. Yeah.
No, this is great, man. So tell me a little bit about this, because not only you're dressed like Machoverse 24/7, but social media, man. Your social media is taking off like crazy. I mean, you could be elected the next president from what I see from all the followers you got. How did that happen? And maybe did it take you by surprise? Did it happen? Did you notice it happening off of one video, or maybe was it a combination of things that your socials really grew?
Yeah, I did. I just would go to shows and take random videos. Didn't think much of planning wise. And then one day I did I did a Macho Man, I think it was the cream of the crop lip sync video. Kind of went viral. I had a Mean Gene puppet. And then a couple weeks later, I went to ISPW with the Dusty tribute, and he said, I'm picking you up from the train station. Why don't you pretend you're hitchhiking, and we'll do a video out of it. And he picked me up, and we did a whole thing, hitchhiking to WrestleMania. Only that could pay him in Slim Jims. And eventually, the Sheik picked us up when the car broke down because all the money was spent on Slim Jims. Yeah, so that was our first viral hit. It had like 300,000, a huge thing. So we started actually coordinating and coming up with ideas and planning, and it's been a good creative outlet. I'm a teacher normally, but this is my time to shine in the summertime. Yeah.
Well, I've definitely seen you out and about. My wife does some wrestling art, and she's been at the big event, and we saw you there. I think that was a time you and MJF might have had a little tete-on-tete.
That was a good video.
And so definitely I want to know, because I saw another video. I went down the macho hole, if you will.
Oh, man.
And I saw some really good stuff from actually the late Macho Man's estate, his wife. They did something very special for you.
Yeah, they did. Glitch in the Madness, yeah. If I could just be real for a minute. Yeah, so I've been in touch with Jason from the estate, who works with Lynn, for a few months now. We met at WrestleCon at Rumble. We kept in touch, and he said, when you come to Mania, come to WrestleCon, and I have a special surprise for you. And I'm like, it couldn't be like merch or something. So when I saw him, he presented me with a bag that had Macho Man's pants from Ready to Rumble and from facing Rick Steiner in Japan from 2000.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Leather pants with the rings in them. And I couldn't believe it, And then the orange hand wraps that were actually signed by Macho Man. In addition, Lynn wrote a beautiful letter to me thanking me for this. We spoke on the phone a couple weeks later. So it's great to have the family on my side and appreciate what I'm doing. She thanked me. I thanked her. Ugh. I had a glitch in the madness. I'm back. It's time to go nerd talk, baby. Yeah.
No, that's great, man. And I wish you kind of. Have you ever met Lanny Poffo? Because he's a great friend of the show, great friend of mine. I've known him for years before he passed, and we were able to actually bring him into a few shows, signing for AWP with us. We brought him out to bars. We went to a karaoke place with him.
Yep.
We brought him all over. Great guy. Did you ever get a chance to meet Lanny too?
The truth, I was actually going to meet him at a meet and greet as Macho King, and he passed the day before.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So I never got to, unfortunately. But every
great
story
guy. Great guy. Gave us a lot of Macho Man secrets. I'll have to tell you off air because I don't want this to go viral.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Got to be careful, Now I make sure that if someone tells me a story and it's on film, if I'm wearing my mic, I ask, is it like Mark Carroll? I was like, hey, here's a video. Is it cool if I share this video? Because I had one with some classic wrestlers, and my friend was still filming, and I was mic'd, and I shared, and he was like, yeah, you want to ask before you do that? And I was like, sorry, man. So, yeah.
We'll make sure there's no mic. But there's also, just, once again, a great guy. He loved his brother. He loved his family. But it was just a great part of being able to have him on a few shows of ours. We got to actually break the news that Macho Man was going into the Hall of Fame on our show, which I think we went on Fox and all that stuff. So we kind of broke some of the stuff with him. And we went a little viral, not as crazy as you, but just a little touch of that. But tell me, man, you've also gone to a lot of these shows, and there's a lot of other cosplayers with you outside of the Machoverse. I seen there's a Dusty, there's Bianca Belair, there's everybody, right? Yeah. But when you go to these shows, do you guys meet up? Do you guys know where to look for? Or all the wrestlers just spot the wrestlers?
Lately, we make a group chat if it's a certain event like Fanatics Fest. We're all in the chat. It started off with just me being Macho Man and going to AEW one day and running into Dusty, and he's like, "Yeah, I do this sometimes." And we kept in touch, and
that's great.
We got to New York Comic Con. I met the Camel Clutch cosplay as a Sheik, and we just started making a group chat. And it's mainly the four of us and then a few other close friends that do things with us. But it's a lot of fun. It's a good creative outlet, and we're organized, and we always make sure to be respectful and stuff like that. And another thing, I was fortunate enough to take a virtual tour of Lynn Poffo's house. So
wow.
Jason showed me a lot of the gear. He taught me some fun facts. Apparently all the cowboy hats were like dollar store straw hats.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that Michael Braun would paint over or pig fabric and sew it on. And other things, they're known for being very frugal, the Poffo family, and wanting to save money. So some of his boots, he just puts endless tape on them. So, for example, if he has yellow boots and they're cracking or there's a blemish in them, he'll just keep adding more pieces of yellow tape.
Wow.
There's several like that. Yeah, it's great.
So I got this question for you too, because I mean I have 2 kids, and every Halloween I'm like, what can we do for Halloween? You know, what can we get you dressed up as? How can we make your costume, or what can we do to add to it? Your outfits, my man, are like top notch. Are you sewing them by day or at night after regular work hours? Who does all your outfits, man? Because they're all top notch.
Regular guy talk. Yeah, so I'm fortunate enough. My wife is actually a professional costume designer and seamstress.
Wow. There we go.
There
From
it is.
Cirque du Soleil in Vegas. Yeah. So our second date, she said, "This works out. You know, I'll make your own wrestling gear." I'm like, okay. So at this point, I got 33 costumes. I pay her very well. She actually just finished making a costume for the Macho Dog. This is the first announcement.
Wow.
Breaking news again.
They were breaking news.
Yeah,
I love it.
Georgie, the Shih Tzu runs around. He has goggles and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm lucky. My wife and then my friend Chris, he'll print the sunglasses and the belts and some of the shirts and I got like a whole team now. I met a few guys that are doing graphics for me. I just ordered some stickers finally. Yeah, so yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's for my ADHD. It's a nice creative outlet, because regular improv I wasn't good at, regular acting, but like Macho Man's all over the place. Yeah, what am I gonna say? Whatever comes to mind. Yeah.
Oh man, that's perfect. You know, and we barely scraped the surface with you, Macho. We want you back here as a regular on this show. But you know, you brought up that you have your crew. You guys meet up. Maybe you guys can come to Poughkeepsie on Friday. Now, a little spoiler alert for everybody at home. You are a Poughkeepsie native, is that correct?
Yes, from Poughkeepsie, born and raised.
Born and raised in Poughkeepsie,
right.
But now you're in parts unknown, maybe in New York City area, kind of?
Yeah, possibly maybe New York City. Yeah, danger zone. Only the food, though. Everything else, still right. Yeah.
So tell me this, because I think a lot of people don't realize for Poughkeepsie, how would you get to the MJN Center? Because I feel a lot of people see that like, I don't want to go drive up there from the city or whatnot. Could you maybe explain to people at home on how easy it is to get to like our area?
Yeah, it's about 1 to 2 trains an hour. You're going to go from Grand Central, and it goes directly to Poughkeepsie. When you get to the last stop, you could fall asleep if you really want to. They'll wake you up and say, "Get out of here! Yeah, your time is up. You're going somewhere." And then you just walk up the hill. It's probably about a 10 or 15 minute walk. It's very easy to get to, man. I urge everyone to. I know people come from Queens. People from all New York City are coming down, so that's a really good sign for ACW. I spoke to a guy from Queens that's going all the way down there. I'm trying to get my peoples there, but eventually in due time, so I'll be there in spirit, and I hope I can encourage others to come out and dress up. It's fun, you know?
Hell yeah, man. Well, can you let everybody know where to follow you, where they can see all this stuff, what you do?
Oh, and by the way, the Metro North has an app, so if you want to buy your ticket there, you can do that as well.
This is a great commercial.
So all my stuff is the Machoverse, the Machoverse.com under construction, but mostly Instagram. Then there's Facebook and TikTok and YouTube and all that stuff. But Instagram is the #1. But I'm here and I'm there and I'm everywhere. Yeah.
Wow, man, Machoverse, man. Thank you so much, Jonathan. Anything else you want to add?
I'm very happy to see wrestling for most of us, I think, has been a lifelong passion. And I applaud you. And I don't know if you get any grief or anything, but I just say keep on doing it, man. Really happy to see
get on
it.
Facebook.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I went to wrestling school with Hale, and it didn't work out for me. So it was a regret, but at least I'm doing something wrestling centric.
Yes.
I'm showing my love for wrestling. So I'm happy to be doing this.
Yes.
Happy to do it.
Well, congrats on your
Thanks for having me,
success
guys.
and all that. Really
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
I will see you on Friday.
Friday.
Break all the legs, but not your own. Yeah.
Perfect, man. Thanks so much, Jonathan, man.
The show just keeps on giving.
I know, man. The Machoverse guy. I mean, like another guy. I didn't know he was from around here until I found out from others that like, shut up, right?
Yeah.
Like, so that's kind of cool. I guess this live thing is working out, right? You never know who can call in, what's going to happen.